To another edition of the Comic-Con Forecast, brought to you by the Indie Advocates Network. We are the site empowering indie comics and advocating for them, their creators, and the new worlds they are creating. We are dedicated to ending the reboot culture. And I am, of course, the Indie Devil, the Indie Advocate, all in one. I am Mr. Anderson, and you guys can find me at theindiedevil.com. Let's get on to the main course. Let's talk about what's going on the Comic-Con forecast. Here we go. We're loading up the bad boy. We're going to be talking about it. While that loads, we're going to go to our exclusive Comic-Con forecast map brought to us by, well, me. I created it. We have some cool stuff for it. It's looking pretty good. We're just going to adjust it so we can see all the wonderful names being part of this. You guys can see there's a brand new look to it a little bit. At the bottom, we put in our website. That's so when we share it on social media, it can be actually a kind of clapback to our site, as it should be. All right, so let's get down to it. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. The Comic-Con forecast from March 7th through the 10th. Madeleine Holly Rising appears at SHERO? SHEROCon 2019. It's Sunday, March 9th. Make your plans now. That's in California, by the way. It's right up here. And it's closer to the coast near Los Angeles. So not to be forgotten is Fantasticon. That's going to be from the 9th to the 10th. So that starts on Saturday and goes through Sunday. That's going to be featuring Frank James Bailey, DIRK Manning, Caleb Thirst. They're all going to be there, along with some other amazing creators. I would expect a gaggle, if gaggle is the right word to use for it, a gaggle of awesome creators. So we're super excited to be bringing that to you guys, and that's up in the Ohio region. And our friend from the Advocator, Joseph Duis, is going to be at the Huntsville Comic-Con, 3/9 through the 10th. That's featuring, of course, our friend Joseph Duis. And March 9th through the 10th, and Cardiff Film and Comic-Con is going to be happening with Keith Davies representing the Dead Star Entertainment. Let's take a look at what's going on here for you guys. We got some amazing stuff we're going to bring to you right now, and we're going to go live to our browser to take a quicker look and go a little deeper. And SHEROCon is to celebrate Women's History Month. We're having the first female-focused comic book pop-up. SHEROCon Pop-Up Comic-Con is a one-day celebration of women in comics, conceived by female-centered multimedia company SHERO Comics. This is a free, family-friendly event that will feature some of the biggest SHEROs in comics today. RSVP today for your chance to win prizes. Now, the one thing that throws me about these things is we talk about diversity. Isn't this going the opposite way of diversity by only making it one gender? But it's Women's History Month. I kind of get it. Kind of fits the theme of the month. I do hope that they're very inclusive, though, and allow some male creators in there, too. I don't think it would be fair to only have females. But I can tell you one female that's absolutely outstanding and will steal the show. That's Madeleine Holly Rising. Writer, creator, Boston Metaphysical Society. Super excited for it. It's 12 to 5 at the Westfield Color Center. 6000 Sepulveda Boulevard. I have no idea what that is. In Culver City, California. Also, Fantasticon is going to have the great DIRK Manning, Caleb Thirst, who's now on Kickstarter with the Nook, and my friend and fellow voice of many projects, Frank James Bailey, are going to be there. And Joe Neoporte, it will be in the house as well. And then in Huntsville, there's going to be the Comic and Pop Culture Expo that's going on in Huntsville, Alabama. That's going to have our friend Joseph Duis in Hershey Studios. And March 9th through the 10th, we talked about this. It's all the way in the UK, if you didn't know. It's Cardiff Film and Comic-Con in Cardiff. And it's going to have my friend Keith Davies with Dead Star Publishing. And now let's go over to our friends at ConventionScene.com to give you the cons that maybe we weren't made aware of. So going on in Dallas, Texas, it's the Women of WonderCon that's going to go on the 9th, and also on the 9th through the 10th. And this one I'm kind of bummed about not being part of. It's the Big Apple Comic Con. I wanted to do it, but it's just such an expense. I love New York. I've got family there. It's still an expense to get up there. Plus, Jax is in school, so I would have had to fly. So I have to skip it this year, maybe next year. The 9th through the 10th in Toledo, Ohio is going to have Fantasticon, which we talked about, but I don't know what the S7EP20 is, other than it sounds like maybe a starship number, the NCC-17 Enterprise. So maybe this is just their designations they give every year. That'd be kind of cool. I'm going to go with that even if it's not true. In Greensville, South Carolina, will be the South Carolina Comic-Con going on at the TD Convention Center the 9th through the 10th. In Orlando, Hero Hype Convention's going on. That's the 9th through the 10th. I don't know how hyped I am about it. I don't know much about it, so I'm going to be skipping that one. Doesn't mean you should. Take a look at it. Could be pretty cool. And if you look to the right of our screen, there's the Big Apple Comic-Con with some amazing art from Batman Metal. All right, so we talked about the Huntsville, we talked about the Cardiff, and that's it for the show today. But what I do want to talk to you guys about is Daytona, because Daytona is coming. It's a little bit away, but Daytona is super awesome, and because it's so super awesome, we're going to talk about it now, because that's how exciting Daytona Comic-Con is. It's where the Indie Takeover 2 is happening. If you guys don't know about this, I don't know what I can tell you, but it's coming. And here's the cool thing. If you guys can find me between now and then, I have actual passes that can get you $2 off at the door. How awesome is that? So you got to find out where I'm going to be if you're in Florida, or if you want me to send you one, by all means, just reach out to me, and I'd be happy to hook you up with a free pass. Well, not a free pass, but a free $2 off pass. I'm wording that wrong. I mean, that's a pass for $2 off. Let's put it that way. I don't want to mislead anyone or make anyone feel funny about it. And you guys got to check out the Nicole Jobin interview. By the way, we were on the news today with the Comics in the Classroom. Super awesome. It's on our site now. Jax is getting a little crazy. It's almost time for Captain Marvel. But before we go, I do have to show you that the takeover can be found also on Facebook. I want you guys to check out. A year ago, I weighed 214. Today, I weighed 212. Good for you, Josh Dahl. Good for you, brother. All right, let's get up here into this and get the Indie Takeover over here. Indie Takeover 2 at Daytona Beach Comic-Con. If you guys have not actually signed up to do this, I can't help you. I really, really can't. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to invite some friends. Let's invite all my friends. Doesn't let me invite all my friends. Doesn't let me invite. See, I don't understand this. Why can't I get these things to work? Ooh, FanFest Orlando. Select all. So I invited some people. Now it's your turn. Make sure you're inviting people to the Indie Takeover. All right, guys. That's the show. You super awesome people, go out and make plans and go support indie comics on the Comic-Con Highway. I'll talk to everyone later on tomorrow. Later tonight, you might see me doing a first ever, not first ever, but a first, whatever you want to call it, an advance review of Captain Marvel, because we're going to an early showing. We're doing the Thursday cool thing. I'm tired today. Leave me alone. All right, you guys are awesome. Stay awesome. That's it for the show. We'll see you tomorrow for Kickstarter Talk. We're going to move that to the afternoon, it looks like, by the way. FYI, we'll probably do that at 6 p.m. tomorrow. So I'll see you guys at 6 p.m. tomorrow. This will give time for people to add and for a Kickstarter to end. Probably, I think we have a Kickstarter ending today and tomorrow. So we're going to clear the board and get you some amazing Kickstarters. Talk to you tomorrow. And remember, let's make indie rise up.